Hello and welcome back to my RC channel. I'm Andy RC, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Lian Sheng LS-215, which has kindly been sent to me by lighttake.com. I will put the link in the description. It costs just $18, which is a bargain. This one interests me as it's my first upside down flying quadcopter. I know there's a few about now, but I wanted to try one. Let's see what we get in the box. We have the quadcopter, which looks like a mini DJI Phantom. It's made out of a flexible plastic, which is similar to that of the H107D Plus. This is the non-camera version. It has built-in prop protectors. You can't remove the prop protectors, but they have done that for a reason. When the quad is inverted, the prop protectors also act as a landing gear. You can land and take off upside down, which is really cool. It comes with a 350 mAh battery, which gives us a 6 to 7 minute flight. I'm pleased to say that the 500 mAh Hubsan batteries just about fit to give a 10-minute flight. A feature I'm always a fan of is an on and off switch. I really like this. Most quadcopters featuring an on and off switch have a non-removable battery, but this one has both, which is a really nice touch. We have the 2.4 GHz controller. This comes in mode 2 only, but of course I have modified mine to mode 1. It doesn't have a visible antenna on the outside of the transmitter. However, I have opened it up and there is a coax antenna inside, which is good because a lot of these toy-grade quadcopters have a PCB trace antenna. You will need 4 AA batteries for the transmitter. I like this TX, it's interesting looking. It's like a game controller. These buttons on the right hand side are for the trims of the pitch and roll. Then over to the other side, and the top button is headless mode. The bottom button turns headless mode off. Then the right and left buttons are for the yaw trim. To get the quadcopter to flip upside down, we press the left stick in, but then you have to use either the pitch or the roll control to get it to flip upside down in the direction that you want. Onto the right stick, if we push that in, the aircraft goes into flip mode. The transmitter beeps until you put your desired pitch or roll movement in, and the aircraft will flip. You can also do flips both upside down and the right way up. There's a photo and video button, but these don't do anything. As I said, this is the non-camera version. I'm happy to see that there's also no one-key return on this model. From past experience, this function doesn't work, and it will just make the aircraft fly off in a random direction. We have this bag of spare props and also the USB charger. I prefer to use my Hobby Tiger 1-cell charger. We do lose some efficiency with these propellers. From my previous thrust test experiments, I learned that props are built to be the most efficient spinning in one direction. Spin them up backwards and they don't produce anywhere near as much thrust. With this aircraft, the props have to be symmetrical so that they have the same amount of thrust no matter which way up the aircraft is. These props stop and spin the opposite direction whilst the aircraft's in air. It's really neat how it does it, but it does come at quite a cost to the overall thrust. Let's bind the aircraft and give it a flight. The transmitter has a push button to turn it on, which is pretty unusual. There's also a buzzer installed, so when it boots up we get an audio alarm. It has this blue light, which they have put some kind of lens in front of it to give it a funky effect. Like a lot of these RTF aircraft now, the transmitter simulates an arming function. In reality though, the transmitter disables its bind until we move the throttle fully up and down. After that it binds and we can fly the aircraft. It flies really nice, it's very stable. It's using 7mm motors. As it's not hauling a camera, the inefficient props are not damaging the flight performance too much. I do have experience flying aircraft upside down, also known as flying 3D, with my collective pitch helicopter. With a collective pitch helicopter though, we can fly upside down because in the air we can alter the pitch of the blades so the air pushes in the other way. Our rotors still spin in the same direction. This means that our controls become backwards apart from aileron. Pitch is backwards, yaw is backwards, and throttle is also backwards. With the LS-215, and I think the majority of these quadcopters that fly inverted, they have a built-in gyro so the aircraft knows which way up it is, and it flips the controls to the correct way round. So essentially, from a flying point of view, nothing has changed. The aircraft still flies like a quadcopter as if it was the normal way up. It looks impressive, but actually there's no further skill required. With a collective pitch helicopter, it takes a lot of skill to fly the aircraft upside down. You have to relearn your controls. So what do you guys think? Going forward, should all quadcopters that fly upside down instantly reverse the controls for us? Or is that cheating? It kind of reminds me of the headless argument. A lot of hobbyists, including myself, don't like the headless function because it's teaching us an incorrect way to fly. Are these new inverted models doing the same? I know one thing, I'd love one of these micros to be released that simulates the collective pitch version of inverted, much like the Stingray quadcopter does for the bigger class. Something that I did think was interesting about this quadcopter is that it knows which way up it is. Without pressing any buttons, I can pick the quadcopter up and flip it the other way around, and it instantly reverses the controls and I can fly. As mentioned before, we can do flips in all orientations as well. After a few minutes of flying, the quad does start to bog down and loses a fair bit of height when I flip it upside down. There's still just enough there though to fly upside down indoors. The LEDs are nice and bright, and I do like the colours of them, and with that extra space at the front to install the camera, there's modding possibilities as well. I have to say though, doing FPV upside down with this thing would be impossible. As it reverses the controls, it is only useful for flying line of sight in that mode. So there you go, that is my review of the LS-215 inverted flying quadcopter. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please continue to subscribe. Cheers.